Bladder and bowel issues are yet another common thing that you have in MS. First, let's talk about how the bladder works. The bladder is actually a muscle called the detrusor muscle. And then there's another muscle that's involved called the bladder sphincter. As you drink water or coffee or LaCroix or whatever during the day, your bladder muscle should be relaxed to allow the bladder to fill. The sphincter muscle should be contracted to hold the urine in. You're going to get that urge to urinate from receptors within the bladder itself that are sensitive to stretch, pressure, pain, and temperature, since the heat of your body actually heats up your urine the longer it stays within your bladder. Now, to urinate, what should happen ideally? You contract the bladder muscle at the same time that the bladder sphincter relaxes. And then when you're done, the bladder muscle relaxes in preparation for the next round, and the bladder sphincter should contract, or at least that's what's supposed to happen. But nerves transmit signals from the brain and spinal cord to the bladder and vice versa. When there's a nerve signal disruption, the whole coordination of the system can fall apart. One more set of muscles that can play a role are the muscles of your pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor muscles basically form a sling that connects from your tailbone to your pubic bone and then from one sits bones to another. That's basically creates this triangle. Your pelvic floor basically contracts slightly all of the time to keep your guts from falling out of you. When someone has a bladder or a bowel prolapse, that means their pelvic floor muscles have failed and they're no longer able to hold the insides inside. Bladder issues in multiple sclerosis are often caused by muscle spasticity, either in the bladder or the bladder sphincter or the pelvic floor muscles or any combination of the three. If you have the sensation that you have to pee all the time or you have incontinence, that can be caused by spasticity in the bladder muscle. Another common issue is difficulty voiding, either at all or completely, or if you're like me and you have some issues getting started. That can be caused by muscle spasticity in the bladder sphincter or in the pelvic floor, or both. Now, there can also be weakness in bowel bladder issues, but much more often the problem is caused by some combination of muscles being too tight or not being able to relax on cue. And a lot of the time, the signal that says it's go time, literally, isn't getting to our brain fast enough for us to get to a bathroom, or worst case scenario, if we're somewhere, to find one. When the bladder muscle fails to empty fully, you have the risk of other common MS issues, which are urinary tract infections and bladder and kidney infection. To check if your bladder is emptying fully, you can get a bladder ultrasound. Basically, you drink a ton of water, and then the tech measures the size of your bladder when it's full. And then you get to go pee, and the tech measures the size of your bladder after you go pee. And they see how much urine is left. So they're basically trying to see if you void completely. Now, I've had this test done, but they did it in the middle of the day. And the times for me where I experience difficulty voiding are usually first thing in the morning. So I wake up, I pee a little, and then I'll walk around, and then all of a sudden I really have to pee, and I'll have what's more like a normal person's morning pee. Moving can help a shy bladder. Relaxation techniques and pelvic floor physical therapy, which we're going to go over in depth, those can help a lot. The most common bowel issue in MS is constipation, which is often linked to inactivity. Another bowel issue is bowel urgency, and then there's also bowel incontinence. Eating a diet that's higher in fiber, where you can change the consistency of your stool to make it firmer, can help a lot with the latter.